guys, how are you doing? It's finally Audi RS3 time. Yes, the new RS3. Oh my goodness, I've waited for this car so long. Oh, actually, well, we are one of the first ones to drive it, but since we ordered one of those cars, yes, I'm waiting for this car already and highly anticipating the Sportback specifically, because spoiler alert, we have ordered an RS3 Sportback. But of course, today I don't want to bore you with any talking. Let's see how fast the car goes using the race box. 0 to 100 launch control on the country road first, and then of course also later on the Autobahn here. Hopefully we'll get a free spot to really measure 100 to 200 times. Really looking forward to the times. I know it's not the best situation right now, the most ideal surface. It's pretty cold outside. We have winter tires on the car, so yeah, again, I don't expect any record numbers here, but still excited of course to see how fast it is in general, the car. I think that's something we can still see. We of course put everything in the RS performance setting. You can see right here. I think it's pretty easy to launch an Audi with launch control. Let's see how fast it goes. So that first run was a 3.8. Let's see if we can get that start even more aggressive, but this is already almost on par with the previous generation RS3, which we tested in better conditions. So I think 3.8 is already a pretty good figure. Yes, 3.85 again. And oh my goodness, does that torque splitter help in the rear? The grip is simply amazing. This is really surprising how much traction and grip you can get in such corners. I mean, I'm driving that corner now for a few years already, and there was almost no car which is producing grip as much as the RS3 in this spec here. One last sentence before we start on the Autobahn. Bear in mind that we have cold and heavy air today, so high humidity and a low temperature means that the back pressure that the air is giving is not ideal. I don't know if that will influence the 100 to 200 time. It might. So let's now see how fast the RS3 goes 100 to 200. We did some pretty nice runs here. They should be pretty comparable. As said in the beginning, high humidity from, let's say, a back pressure air perspective, and of course also damp surface is not ideal for those tests. So I don't give too much about the last few tenths, because first of all, 0 to 100 is definitely quicker once you have grip on the road. Sticky summer tires and not the winter tires. I mean, at this power, the winter tires are just overwhelmed with torque and horsepower. Secondly, also, I had the feeling that on the, let's say, 100 to 200 kilometer per hour runs, that wind and, let's say, the thick air today really holds back the car a bit. So I also would say it might be a few tenths quicker. Nevertheless, I think the numbers are more or less what you would expect from an RS3 with 3.8 seconds 0 to 100, or even 3.7. I'm not even sure. And yeah, something like 9.6, 9.7 seconds 100 to 200. That's definitely quicker than all the other hatches that we tested so far in this class. And yeah, pretty interesting that Audi still remains that marvelous 5-cylinder, which of course, besides numbers, is just very interesting to drive and gives you the feeling of a very big engine, similar to what also the M240i and the BMW does. It's not all about horsepower, but it's all about how the car delivers the horsepower, what feeling you have with the deep tone of that 6 or 5 cylinder in that case. I think that makes those cars very interesting, and I'm really looking forward once we will have our own RS3 and can do an unveiling of the spec and all the details that we have chosen. Until then, thank you for watching. Leave your comments. I'm really looking forward to your feedback to this car also, and also join all the stuff and photos that we do from the outside of this car on Instagram and Facebook, and TikTok of course. Yeah, let's see. Talk to you soon.